Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Project Highrise. This guy does not look happy. I'm not quite sure why. We like being in high traffic areas, could not dispose of trash yesterday. So at the very end of last episode, we did build these two new floors. We got one floor that is dedicated to restaurants and then one floor that is dedicated to medium offices. We currently don't have anybody in any of those medium offices, and what a fantastic way to start today's episode. Somebody has left us right out of the gate, which is just fantastic. But we built all of these restaurants because a lot of the companies that are looking to rent out these medium-sized offices require like a good diverse supply of restaurants and food places that they can go and eat at before they'll actually consider renting out these apartments. And also at the very end of last episode, we were looking into hiring some of these people because now we have pretty much everything that they need. We have a couple of restaurants, we have enough prestige, but we don't quite have all of the services that they require. For example, I've gone right down to the bottom here to financial officers because these guys require the most stuff. If we go to like medical officers, they require a couple of things. You can see these guys expect to have 4 different services, whereas the financial officers down here want to have 5 different services. These guys in particular expect a bottled water service, a janitorial service. We've already got the copying service. They expect an IT and computer repair service, and they also want a catering service. And so what I think I'm going to do here is I'm considering putting all of this like below on this bottom level here, but at the same time, I feel like we kind of need to save this space. Like, we've got a lot of space below the ground here. We've got a good 10 levels. So you know what? We're going to do it. I was thinking that we might... Ooh, I want to go across here. I was thinking that we might try and save a bit of space because all of our electrical cabinets, all of our water cabinets, gas cabinets, phone cabinets, everything like that, all of the utilities have to go underground. And so I kind of wanted to save this space a little bit for all of those utilities, but we've got a ton of space underground, and I kind of want to save the above ground space, although we do have significantly more of it for all of the apartments and all of the buildings that actually make us money, and try and keep all the stuff that we spend money on kind of beneath the surface here. So let's go ahead and bump this up to full speed. We do have a new, like, consultant over here. So, during last episode, we did build an office for our manager, which is now right about here. We got our manager. He's not in right now, but he allows us to unlock certain things through the operations section of the consultants menu using the influence points that we have. We actually have enough, if we want, to get a 5th construction worker. I think it's 5, because we've got 4 up here. I don't think there is anybody else around. We've got, like, a weird... That was some really weird text. I'm not quite sure what that was, but I'm assuming that it was telling me that there were no staircases going to this bottom floor. So if we do something like that, yeah, all of the guys are going to start running downstairs. But over here in the influencer section, we now also have the option to build an office for a lobbyist, as well as an office for the interior designer. I think we're going to go with the lobbyist first, because if we go back to the influence menu here, the interior designer unlocks the aesthetic section, and the lobbyist unlocks the policy section, the first of which is a metro station. It says a metro station will substantially increase the number of visitors to your building, and the rain will no longer keep people from visiting your restaurants and stores. And so I think we're going to invest in an office for this guy. Again, it's pretty big, and we don't really have space for it. We've got a lot of spaces that are not being utilized, like this one here, which I'm assuming... actually... Wait, what? What's happening there? Does this guy put, like, his own wall up in between his apartments? I thought that this would have been... Oh no, because I guess these are our luxury apartments, so a little bit wider than the other apartments. So I don't really want to put an office there, because I feel like this guy's going to start complaining about noise. And the luxury apartments do pay a lot more than the small offices do. So I kind of want to keep those on the lower floors, at least for now. And I guess we're going to have to put it, like, maybe up here. If we go ahead and bulldoze this, we should be able to put down our lobbyist's office right about there. And we totally can. That's going to unlock this middle section for us once that is done. And I think right away we're going to go with public transit. We've got 17 influence points. Let's grab that. And then we should now be able to build a metro. Now, I'm not quite sure how that works. Is it under transit? I would assume so. It costs 5,000 to build. Right now, we've only got 2,500. And we need a population of more than 100. Speaking of which, if we go down to our prestige, we are only 9 people away from getting our prestige up to level 3, which will open up a bunch of doors for some new people. But whilst we're waiting for our prestige to rise up, let's get some of these services in so we can start to fill some of these medium offices we've built and start to make quite a nice amount more money. So... if we go to this little box and we go to services for not apartment dwellers, we want services for businesses, although we should look into some of the services for apartment dwellers because it might be one of the reasons why all of these guys have got like the sad faces and all moving out fairly frequently. But they want a janitorial service, so we'll stick that down, I guess, like right here, because it kind of, actually, no, we'll put it here, just because I kind of want to save some of this space for more utilities. We'll put that there. What else do we have? Copying service. Do we already have a copying service? Let me quickly look at what these guys want. So, financial officers. We've already got a copying service. They do want a janitorial service. We need bottled water, IT and computer repair, and then catering. So, let's go back in here and in here. So, whereabouts is catering? Computer and IT can go right about there. Catering, I'm assuming, is going to be a little bit further down. Copying, catering is right there. We'll put that down like so. How much are these costing us, by the way? Because all of these do charge per day as well. So, for example, the janitorial service costs 300 to build, and then they don't pay rent. Is it 300 per day? It might be, or we might just pay some kind of other arbitrary fee for all that kind of stuff. This one just says minus 400. I don't think that's per day, but I could be wrong. What else did they want? They wanted a bottled water service, which is right here, up at the top. Not present, but desired by tenants. Some of our tenants already want a bottled water service, and we don't have one. So, let's go ahead and throw that down there. This is kind of going to end up being our services floor. Maybe it's these guys who want the bottled water, or possibly some of our higher class residents who are living in these bigger apartments. They're still just basic apartments. They're not really anything fancy. But, oh yeah, this guy thinks rent is too high. Handyman needed. Do we have to get that somewhere? Oh yeah, handyman services. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw that down as well. What else do our residents want? Plumber and a laundromat. So let's go ahead and throw down a laundromat, I guess, like right about there. And then we'll put the plumbing service, I guess, like right there. That leaves us a little bit of space for another one of these larger cabinets if we start to use up too much of our water or our electricity. Speaking of which, we're already running a little high on the electricity usage, which is a bit annoying because we did just upgrade this to a new version last episode. But we'll throw down... Do I want to throw down one of these? I kind of, again, feel like I do just because the higher tier ones are so expensive. It is 9 p.m. though. And so, I'm going to wait a little bit. The electricity utilization is slowly climbing up there. It's at 114% now. But I would rather wait until we tick over a day and cash in our rent. We've only got 2,000 because we did spend quite a lot that day. We spent almost 9,000. Wow. But we did make 7,000 from rent, which is pretty cool. And I guess... you know, I was going to throw this down, but we've got to run electrical cable to all of these guys as well. And that means we've got to, like, build a cabinet and... It's going to get really expensive, so instead we're just going to build one of these smaller ones for now. I didn't really want to do that, but I think money-wise we don't really have enough money to not do that just yet. You can see already we've dropped below 2,000 again, and so if we'd have built that, we wouldn't really have been able to do anything for the remainder of this day unless we'd have taken out a loan. These guys look like they require gas. They require gas and water, so I don't think we have any gas services up and running yet. We don't. We've got the water utilities and we've got the cabinets to get gas upstairs, but we actually don't have any kind of gas being produced. And it looks like we have to have one on this line to connect to the main gas line. So let's go ahead and stick this down right on the end there, like so. And then just for convenience sake, I guess I'll put one. I was going to say there, but actually... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put it there because there's no space over here. So we'll put it down like right there. Although we should really have built there as well. I'm not quite sure why that didn't happen. It was probably a misclick from me. Somebody else has just left, which is not fantastic. But let's run this all the way along to these guys in the end there. $13 a piece, that is a very expensive line to run. And we definitely need to be going at full speed here because we need the days to tick over pretty quickly. But... now we've got all this stuff, we should be able to start bringing in some people from these medium offices. So, they've got smiley faces and all of this stuff. Do we have phone lines running to this floor? We do. Fantastic. So, we should be able to actually rent out to some of these guys without any issue whatsoever. It looks like they have everything they want. They prefer upper floors and they hate noisy areas. Let's do a quick check on the noise levels. I mean, it's pretty noisy. It's pretty noisy. Is there anybody who doesn't hate noisy areas? Because it is fairly noisy. These guys prefer the lower floors, which again doesn't really help. They hate noisy and smelly areas, legal officers. They expect a storage facility and also hate noisy areas. I think, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to do away with this floor. Because, not do away with it, we'll put stuff there, but I don't think we're going to be able to dedicate this floor to medium apartments because all these people expect a lack of noise and they are directly below like industrial restaurants, and so I think we're gonna have to bulldoze those and replace them with something else. But then again, I'm not quite sure if any of these guys are gonna be happy with a noisy area. Like for example, if we throw down a house like this, or an apartment, I think all of these guys also hate noisy areas, so I'm not quite sure what we can do about that. Like, we can bulldoze this, and we can bulldoze all of these medium offices because it's just too noisy. But is it too noisy? You know what? We're going to try it. We will go ahead and we will throw down these medium offices. I know we just deleted them, but we'll put down these medium offices. We will fill them out. We'll rent them out to people. If they turn out to be too noisy, we won't put one here because this is probably definitely too noisy. But we'll see how they react to all this stuff. So we'll go with like one from finance. We'll go with one from legal, which we can't because they require a greater variety of cafes. Do all of these guys want a greater variety of cafes? Did somebody just move out? Because literally as soon as... Or is it because we just rented this out? Because we rented this out, does that mean that they want even more cafes? They want a greater variety of cafes. All right. I guess that means they want more small ones. We could put them at the end of these like hallways here, but they're just going to complain. So we'll put one like here, and we'll put one, I guess, like over here as well. Those two small cafes are on fairly high levels. I don't know how happy people are going to be about that, but we'll get a cafe there, and we can't have another cafe there, apparently. You're out of money. Oh, we are out of money. All right. Again, thankfully, it is 9 p.m. Let's have a look at what smells are like as well. Yeah, this new medium office that we've got over here is probably going to complain about noise and smell because they are directly below this thing, and they are just going to be really, really unhappy. But they're paying $435 in rent, which is fantastic. Our revenue has gone down since yesterday, which is not good. Let's see. Can we get more of these guys in? We can, but we can't get legal officers in. Let's get another creative one in. They expect a commercial printing service, so I guess we're going to have to head down here. Also, we just went up to Prestige 4. Were we on 3 before? I thought we were on 2, but I guess we moved up to Prestige 4, which means we can allocate space for 2-bedroom apartments, which will get a little bit bigger here, which is nice. Let's get this service down here real quick so that the creative guys don't complain. So printing service can go right about there. Hopefully, the printing service doesn't require anything insane. These guys cannot work without the water hookup. I think the same is true for pretty much everybody on this floor. So let's go ahead and just run this all the way along here. Like that. Yeah, the guys over at the end here are also complaining about water, and these guys are complaining about the lack of a phone service. So let's run the electrical cabinet down one floor, and then let's run... Do we not have an electrical cabinet on this floor? Do these guys just not have power? Or, oh no, we do have an electrical cabinet, but it's like a... It's like an actual generator, not a cabinet. We'll run that over there, and then we'll run the phone lines all the way along. Oh, we can't because we're out of money. Wow. Okay, so it's the middle of the day this time, and we've run out of money. It might be time for us to look into a loan. So, there are currently 3 loans that we can take a look at. We've got a credit card, a community bank, and a commercial bank. So the credit card is going to give us $2,500, and then they're going to want 150 daily repayments for 20 days. And then the community bank is going to give us pretty much double there. They're going to give us $5,000, and they're going to charge us double as well. They're going to want $300 a day for 20 days. The commercial bank is then going to double that again, but they're not going to quite double it. They want $400 a day for 30 days. So theirs is a little bit longer term, but is more money. They need Prestige 2. I think $400 a day. I think we might take this. 10,000. No, you know what? We'll go with a smaller one for now. We'll start out with the credit card. We'll accept the credit card. We'll put our money on the credit card first before we start like remortgaging parts of our building. Also, again with the electricity. Wow, we're already at 107% utilization. Do we just throw down one of these and take out another loan? Oh, that's not going to be good, is it? But I feel like we kind of have to. We'll throw down one of those. That should connect up pretty much instantly to everything. That's going to quell our energy usage quite a bit. It takes it down to 58% utilization. But it does leave us in a bit of a sticky situation. Can we get more people in these? We can. Let's try and just fill these up to the best of our ability before we start looking into building some more stuff. We'll put, I guess, oh, we can't even put another financial office here because we've got no money. Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst. These guys cannot work because they do not have a phone line. We might just have enough money. No, we definitely, yeah, no, I didn't think we were going to have enough money to get it over there. That is a little annoying. So right now we're paying out $150 a day for our credit card for the next 20 days, which is quite a while. We haven't been playing 20 days yet, I don't think. We're making 7,100, so 150 isn't too much. It's not too much. We should also rent this out, but we can't because we have no money. Do we want to take out yet another loan? Do we want to go with the community bank? Let's go take our daily repayments up to 450, at which point we should have just gone with the commercial bank, really. But do we just go with the commercial bank? That's going to take us up to 550. I wonder, can we pay these off? Like, if I was to, I keep misclicking on the thing here. Can I pay this off if I don't? It doesn't look like it. I was hoping I could be able to pay this off kind of just like midway through. Like I wouldn't have to wait until it did it itself. Walking upstairs is indeed a good exercise. However, it appears that your tenants don't seem to appreciate it that way. You don't have to walk upstairs. You can go use the elevators. It says, in fact, the lack of an elevator to reach the higher floors. There is an elevator. We've got an elevator right here. I do see that a lot of people are taking the stairs. That's probably because the elevator is kind of over here. They have to walk past the stairs to get to the elevator. But for the most part, they have the ability to use the elevator. And wow, look at how many people we have in this building now. Jeez, we've also managed to acquire quite a bit of buzz, which we can't even use just yet. We're going to have to wait until we get one more buzz because our next upgrade is going to cost us 200. I think, is there one that increases the satisfaction of officers? Yes, so I think we're going to have to go with this one, the Happy Drones. Increases satisfaction for all office workers because we are trying to get these medium office workers in here, and they're not going to be happy with the noise and the smell. So hopefully, by increasing their satisfaction, they're going to be a little bit more happy with their current situation, possibly. Also, it looks like a lot of our buzz is coming from, like, this pizzeria over here. Don't ask me who is coming to a building, walking up, like, 4, 5, 6 flights of stairs to go to a pizza place, but I'm fine with it. This guy seems to be happy. He's getting quite a lot of customs. We made $9,600. We spent $9,600. And we currently have $1,200. So I guess that's expenses. I guess that's what we've just spent, what we've been spending on all of this stuff down here. So I think this is what's been like a massive drain on our bank. So let's see about running this phone line. Oh, we can't. Oh, we can. We can. I misclicked. There we go. All right. That leaves us with very little money left. But I think all of these services that we just built have seriously drained the amount of money that we're making. Let's have a look at, actually, let's have a look at contracts. They want to get our population up to 100, which we've done, so we can sign that and get some instant money. This one wants us to get our population to 250, and then this one wants us to get a bunch of medium officers with, again, another diverse group of businesses. So let's take that. We've currently got 2 financial professionals, 1 creative professional, and then nobody for medical and legal. So let's have a look at getting some of these other guys in. So legal is not going to come in yet because they want a greater variety of cafes again, which seems like a really weird thing to want. But you know what? We will do it again just for you. I'll put a cafe there, and we'll get like a little cafe in here. We'll get Uptown Roasters in on this floor just for you guys. Now they are willing to come in. They want an upper floor, hits noisy areas. They expect a file storage service. All of them expect a file storage service, which is a little annoying. These guys want to be on a lower floor, so can we fit a medium office there? Oh, we totally can't. That's really annoying. You know what? I'm thinking visitor from the city. Let's get rid of this guy. Look at this. He doesn't look happy. He's got, like, stuff coming down his walls. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to spend the money to break the contract, and we're going to put a big old office right... I can't put it here? The space already occupied. Oh, we have to wait until these guys are done. Once these guys are done, we'll put that down. They prefer the lower floors, so we'll try and get these guys in over here. So we'll put, as soon as they're done, any second now, once they're done, we'll get this in right about there. And we will get medical professionals in. They want water. Do they have water? They've got electricity. They do not have water, so let's run a water cable over like that. What else did they want? I'm not quite sure. I missed it. Hopefully not too much. They might have wanted a phone line. That would probably make sense. They do have a phone line, so that's fine. How are we doing on utilities? Phone, we are currently at 110% utilization. Water is fine. And then electricity is fine as well. So we just need another phone cabinet. We're in, again, another one of those situations where we should really invest in a higher tier phone cabinet, because this one provides 10 units of phone connectivity, but costs us $350 a day to run, whereas this one provides 50 and costs a little over double. So we have 5 times as much phone units for just over double the price. So, you know what? We're going to get rid of both those, and we're going to stick in a big old double wide phone cabinet. Do we want to go triple wide? No, because it costs 11,000. Wow. Okay, so phone utilization is now down to 46. That should hold up for now. I'm noticing a lot of empty spaces. You know what? Let's fill these back in with some more small guys. I bet these guys are also contributing to our lack of money recently. But let's get some more people in. I think we have everything that these guys are going to need. They want a phone line. We have a phone line. We're all about these creative professionals because these guys are paying way more than everybody else. This person has just let their place go. It says this unit is getting worn down. Oh, do we have to renovate the units? Oh my goodness. Okay, so the really old units, we have to actually go and physically spend money to renovate each and every unit. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like this unit here is getting run down. We have to go and renovate that unit. Wow, I had no idea that was a thing. All right, let's get in another one of these. Let's put in like another office right about there. We're just going to try and fill in all these spaces because we've got so many spaces for all these people to move in, but they're not. They move out when things get bad and then kind of just stay gone. So we'll try and get all these people. Our revenue is up to 11,800, but our expenses are also up as well, which is not fantastic. These guys do not seem to have any preference towards noise or smell, so they should be fine next to these, like, industrial commercial buildings. What about all of you guys? Can we get a legal office yet? We can, but they want a file storage service. So can we fit that into this space down here? I cannot believe how fast we've managed to fill up this bottom floor with, like, every single service imaginable. So file storage service can go... Oh, it doesn't even fit! It doesn't even fit. We need, like, 2 more space. So I guess... we're going to have to go down another floor. We'll do it like that for now. We won't get a full floor going. We'll put staircase there. And then once they finish building it, we will throw down the... Oh, present but maybe insufficient. What is up with computer and IT? It says we got more service calls yesterday than we could fulfill. You need more centers of this type. And the same is also true for catering. So we need more catering and another IT service support system. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's extend this out again. My goodness. Also, let's extend this way because we're gonna have to put in some more of like the energy cabinets and the water cabinets and just every single kind of service. Oh my goodness, this is where we lose all of our money. So we're gonna file storage service right about there. They'll tell us when they're done what they actually need in order to function. We also need another one of these, another computing and IT service. So we'll whack you down like that. And then finally, we need another catering service. Flipping heck, we're going to be spending so much money. We might even be losing money on all of these services, like on our building as a whole once we get all these services in. We need to go one more out before we can get this thing in. So let's just build that one extra there. You guys need a phone line. I can hook you up with a phone line. All right, let's bang that there, and then let's run that all the way along. What else do you need? Do you need electricity? That seems fair. We'll run that down for you as well. We'll stick that. Oh, we don't need that. Oh, I just wasted money. That's fine. We'll get rid of that. We'll run electrical cable over to you guys, like so. You don't seem to need water, which is good. And so, once these guys are done, we can get in our next catering service. And then, hopefully, we should be good to go. Apparently not. Oh, we can't afford it. We've only got $28. What is this? Oh, my goodness. I can hear so many people leaving. I'm not quite sure why. All of our restaurants seem happy. Surprisingly... all of these medium officers seem to be happy as well. It seems like for the most part, yeah, it looks like it's the old officers. So we kind of have to keep coming around and repairing or renovating all of these little older officers. And you'll notice that like there are little gaps all over the place. All of these need renovating. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's mostly just all of these little officers that are leaving and that are causing like our money to kind of dip without us knowing. Also, we've almost got 30 influence points. So you know what? Let's get another construction worker. We need at least Prestige 5 in order to get the high limits section up and running. City code. Also, we can increase our building. What? Current limits to your building height is 40 floors. Lobbies at City Hall could extend it to 80 floors. What? I had no idea we could go that high. I had no idea they got any higher than we already had. That is fantastic. For now, we'll get another construction worker in so we can build things a little bit faster. It doesn't really matter too much just yet because we can't really build anything right now because we are broke as heck. But as soon as midnight rolls around again, we'll get a little bit of money. Hopefully, a little bit more than before. What are these guys complaining about? Are they still complaining about... are they complaining about trash? We could not get rid of all of our trash yesterday. All right. So I guess... we made less money, but we also spent a lot as well. Jeez. We have reached Prestige 5, so we can get even bigger apartments, so we can get even bigger stores. But these guys need some kind of trash service. So let's have a look. Trash, bins for the floor. I don't think we have... oh, we got a little bit of space. Here we go. We'll throw down one of these, and we want to throw down one recycling as well. Yeah, we will do. We've got the collection room up here, so that should be fine. We still need to put in the catering. That's the guys who are complaining here. This is our first catering bit. So let's get another catering room real quick. We'll throw catering services right about there. Oh my goodness. So now we should be fine. All we have to do now is go through, renovate these old offices. You can see like stuff dripping down the walls. Oh my goodness. It costs so much as well. 120 a time. That is pretty expensive. Oh, these guys want it doing. This guy wants it doing. They want it doing, but they're going to have to wait because we can't do it. What are these guys complaining about? Our regular customers are going elsewhere. That doesn't surprise me. Your cafe or your little stall here is atrocious. It looks horrid. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do here. They've just fixed the elevator. That's fine. Yeah, these guys are going to leave because their office looks awful. Do we want to take out another loan? We've paid, and we've got 17 payments left on this one. You know what? We will do. We will take out another 5,000 here. And let's quickly go through. First of all, I'm going to pause the game here. Let's go ahead and let's renovate all the offices that need renovating. We're going to start over here in the bottom left. This needs renovating. This guy here needs a renovation. You need a renovation. Did we do this one? Yes, we've already done it. Okay. You need a renovation. You also need one, but you've already got one going. You desperately need one, so we'll get that done. Hopefully he doesn't leave, like, right after we renovate his little office there. You need one. You look like you're currently getting one. You are. Nobody else. You also look like you are currently getting one, which is good. These guys, are you getting one? Yes, you are. These guys all look fine for now. We can't renovate it just yet. They're complaining about the noise, but that's fine. It looks like everybody else, for the most part, is okay for now. So again, we're going to pause here. Apparently we've unlocked something new that we can build here. I'm not quite sure what it is. We still need to get the transit thing, but that costs 5,000. That's so expensive. I want to get more small offices in, so we'll go there, and there, and there. And I don't want to put one there because that's like a bedroom floor. We'll put one there and there. These guys, we just filled those up. They left straight away. What is that about? We can't put anything in there yet. We will, however, put like a small cafe right about there. I'm sure that they will be more than happy with the custom that they get from people walking past there. So, you want high traffic areas. This is as high traffic as it gets. You were getting like the premium spot. Let's go with like a mixture here. So these guys just want an electrical line. They've got one. Let's rent out this one to, I guess, like insurance. They pay a little less, but I assume they're a little less picky and probably less likely to leave on us. Accountants, let's give... Do we have a phone line here? We do. Cool. All right, so let's give this to these guys. And then over here, we will go with like 2 more insurance companies. Just because this seems like a spot that's not particularly great. You know, it's very loud, it's very noisy, it's kind of out of the way. And so I'm going to give it to the insurance companies, hoping that they will kind of just accept how bad it is and not be too annoyed. We'll see. Let's check on our utilities real quick. 33%, 67%. At 68%. So we're fine on utilities. What is our current quest like? We need 2 more creative, 1 more financial. Let's get in 1 more financial real quick, because these guys, again, do pay the most. They hit noisy areas, but hopefully that's fine. We need 2 more creative, 2 more medical, and 3 more legal. So let's get a legal in as well. They hit noisy areas, they prefer upper floors. Again, kind of just hoping that the noisy areas isn't too big of a deal. We'll throw in like cake, coffee, and tea right there. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is looking pretty good. We've got so many people walking in through the front door here. I wonder if there's a way to expand like the width of your building. So I'd like to get like an elevator. I'd like to move the entrance over and get an elevator. I don't think we are going to be able to increase the width, because looking at it, it looks like there are buildings either side of us. So I don't think that we can. Although I would like to get an elevator a little early on. Apparently you don't have electricity? Wow, no they don't. Okay, let's run that over to there as well. We've almost like got the setup ready for it. We've got this 2 wide space here, but unfortunately the elevators are 3 wide, annoyingly so. They're 3 wide, so we can't put one there, and it would also mean getting rid of all of these offices here and kind of moving this guy, moving our famous pizza place, which is doing like a ton of stuff for us. Did I not renovate? No, I did. They're still unhappy though. Hopefully they will become more happy very soon. We did renovate this, right? We did. You need a renovation, so we will do that. That's fine. Everything's looking pretty good. I think it's about time that we did this again. It's going to cost us a bit. It cost us like 1,000. But if we do this, we can start putting in even more stuff. And right now we're trying to chase a profit. We want to make sure we're profitable, but as we chase a profit and as we get more and more people in, we have to spend more and more on utilities. But apparently we did something. We completed profound profitability. Is that rent at 10,000? Yeah, so now we're making more than 10,000 a day in rent, and we also just got a ton of money from all of that stuff, which is fantastic. This is still yellow. We can build the metro. That's why it's yellow. Okay, so does this have to be underground? I think it might be. Let's go ahead and see if we can put down the metro, like right there. They are going to have to go, like, through this weird system. Oh, they can't. The elevator doesn't come down here, which might be why people were complaining. I'm not quite sure. It probably is, though, which is a little annoying. There's not much we can do about it because we have to move so much stuff. Maybe when we look at upgrading our electrical cabinets here, because this one is the tier 2 one, maybe when we look at upgrading that to tier 3, we might move it down a little bit and out of the way. And also, apparently, these guys need gas. Oh, they don't have phone, gas, or water. Wow. That is pretty bad. Oh, yeah, we were out of money, weren't we? We couldn't afford to get stuff over here. All right, phone, water, and gas. They do not have a cabinet here yet. So, let's wait until our workers finish building this, like, bottom floor here. We do have enough influence points to buy stuff, but we can't do this yet. Oh, it requires 25 influence. Okay, so we can't afford that yet. We need a little bit more influence, and I'm also assuming this has gone up significantly. Yeah, we need 400 buzz in order to get that next piece there. We did unlock a large restaurant. Oh, I like that. At some point, we are going to have to start, I think, kicking out people on the lower floors and replacing it with more expensive stuff. We might start to look at that next episode. Like, maybe just completely getting rid of all of these officers. Like, we've got quite a bit of money now, and so I'm thinking if we just, like, bin all of the basic officers and start investing and looking at the higher tier ones, because I don't really think that we need to keep the smaller ones, like, for long term. I don't think we constantly need them. But for now, let's throw down our plumbing closet right about there. Let's run the water line over to the catering service. Let's also run the gas over to the catering service as well, like so. Now that they're done, let's see about getting this metro installed. Can we just put that there? Oh, we can. Look at that. People are going to have to walk up quite the number of stairs to get from here all the way to the top floor. And next episode, when we come back, I might look... Oh, we should have probably put it a little further across, because I was thinking we could have the elevator here. But what I'm thinking is we'll probably get rid of these officers. We'll put like an elevator in here, and we'll relocate our garbage service and our copying service here. Is that our copying service? No, it's our commercial printers. We'll move both of these, and we'll have like an elevator that goes up here, so that people can like get to the elevator before they get to the stairs. Hopefully, that will work out. We might get rid of this elevator as well, but we'll see. We'll see if it still gets used a lot if we move and put another one over here. I want to see people... Oh, look how many people are using the metro. My goodness, that is so many people. Wow, I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. With that, guys, I'm going to end this episode of Project Highrise there. As always, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit like. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below. Next time, we'll come back. We will extend out our building even more. We'll put something new on this top floor. We might even start to look at some of the bigger apartments, some of the bigger restaurants, and some of the bigger stores as well, because we unlocked all of those in today's episode, but didn't really get around to any of it because we spent so much of our time in debt and not having enough money. But, like I said, for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.